Hi folks, this is Benny Hull, the old stump bumper. Our show's been on TV for over 30 years. We welcome you all to come along with the old stump bumper in search of exciting TV footage that is suited for the whole family. We'll show you how to catch them and how to put them in the boat. Now let's see what our adventure is all about today. We're going to be fishing this evening with Dave Harbin, who's a striper guy down here below Pickwick Dam. And he's moved in here now with Jerry and Phil to catch some skipjack we're going to be using for bait. We're having to wait some of these turbines come on. They got one turbine running, so it's going to be better if we get 2 or 3 more kicking. But he's going to go in here right now and see if we can get some bait to use for striper. When you're up in these waters, folks, be extra careful about these automatic turbines coming on. There's no warning. They'll come on automatically.
Wait on.
Got another bait, and they will turn you over. Oh, 4 at a time. That's the way to get them. See, we got little flies on there, about 4 or 5 flies on there. No shadow. Hit those little flies. Hey, folks, y'all stay tuned now. We got some fast action right here in this swift water on the striper fishing. Of course, later on, we got some nice smallmouth and largemouth as well. We'll be right back. Welcome back to this week's episode, Pickwick Bass, Deep Current, and Top Water. One of my guests here is my old fishing buddy, Jerry Stovall. But he's never seen anything like these stripers. He's going to get his elbow stretched. And Phil Pickett, the Georgia Association of Law Enforcement firearms instructor. Old Phil really got excited when he got a hold of one of these big old mean rockfish. And our very capable guide, Dave Harbin, with the Pickwick Guide Service. Man, he really put us on some great striper fishing. He made old Jerry and Phil's day, I'll guarantee you.
It's a hybrid.
I figured the hybrid way you kept pulling, man, they're strong, aren't they? That's a pretty hybrid.
It's a nice hybrid.
Yeah, it is. That's beautiful. I tell you what, let me get where you shoot this way. He's right in the sun, shooting towards the sun. Now, it will work. There you go. That's a beautiful hybrid there, bud. Well, you gave it a fit, didn't you, Dave?
That's the reason his bites so hard. They built like a brim and they bite like a brim.
What level was it?
Oh, 6, 7, between 6 and 7.
That's a nice fish. That's a hybrid, man. That's strong.
Why don't we take him to a fish fry?
Do what?
Let's take him to a fish fry.
All right. They're fine eating, boys. Good table fare. You did good, Jerry. Phil? Well, I thought it was a hybrid because it wouldn't give up. A raw fish pulls real hard for a little while, but a hybrid won't quit. I mean, you have to, when you get them up the boat, they're still just, pounding it, boy. Beautiful hybrid. A hybrid is a trophy fish, anything 5, 6 pounds on up, where a rockfish, you don't count them trophy about 12 to 15 pounds on up.
Get him a little closer. Can you check it right?
He goes where he wants to, don't he, Phil?
Yeah, he don't.
There you go.
That's a 5, 6 pounder. Good.
Weighed at least 25 pounds.
That was a kid I had a while ago. That did a little better.
That's a real rockfish there. That's stripes on.
Oh, I mean, he's thick.
Yeah, he's healthy, aren't they?
Yeah, let's put him on ice, huh?
They get plenty of shad up here, don't they, Dave?
They're in here. They're in here to get lunch.
You know, these rockfish, but they stay deep when you're playing them. They don't come up on the water like a bass, in other words. They stay hard, pulling just deep, working all the time, them and the hybrid will. That's the reason Phil's got this one here and it's still staying down for a good while. He's been fighting that fish for a long time. He caught on a big shad, probably about a pound of shad. Just be a good fish here. We'll go over and join him. He probably about got it worked down. He's been playing it for a long time. Good rockfish, buddy. All right, way to go, Phil. Well, there's some meat on his. Plenty of his eyes on it. Way to go, buddy. You got a workout, didn't you?
You talking about barely. He hit you wide open, didn't he? He almost missed it. We got one little piece of skin.
Just a little piece of skin, the other tough skin. All right, way to go,
What do you
Eddie.
think he weighs?
12,
About a 12-pounder?
12 pounder.
Now get his mama and daddy. Get one of them 20s, 30s there, Bill.
It's easier to find bottom if you take a 3-ounce weight and you let it straight down, because you're 25 foot deep, and if you pitch out, you want to keep your line tight. You want to fill that 3-ounce weight hit bottom, and then just stay right there close to the bottom. These fish, I guess the bait fish must be down close to the bottom, because most of the time we catch them right on the bottom. Jerry, what I try to do is find, once I find bottom of that 3-ounce weight, see you're bumping it now, just barely move your rod. There you go, just maybe 6 inches. Come on up out of the rocks. And just, I try not to move my rod any more than I have to so I can feel that fish. What happens is we get away from the boils, your sinker starts working towards your boat, so you find yourself working it in, having to see how high your rod's having to go to keep it off bottom, so you end up having to work it on in.
Good gracious.
That gun, Phil, that's like that you got.
Yeah.
Man, look at that. Dave Harbin got it, sir.
That's a good fish. Awful good fish.
There's those trees like that.
Striper country. Oh boy, he's got some weight too. We really enjoyed using this boat this afternoon. Where's Sprint Boats made?
They're down at Amory, Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Probably 20 miles out of Tupelo. It's a company called Fiber Sports, and they make different, lines of boats. They got a bass boat, Sprint bass boat, and this is really their offshore rig. It's considered topsoil.
What size is this?
This is a 19-foot. It's a Pro 190. They've got an 18-footer. They got a 22-footer, and they sell quite a few of them offshore. But for rock fishing, it's ideal for here at Pickwick. This big live well here is really the key, keeping that bait alive. It's got Rex Air that's supposed to be the best system on the market.
It handles well. Got plenty of room. I like that.
Well, when you get a fish on, the boat spin around these boils, you can walk all the way around. Just get out, just get out, follow the way, and just let it follow the fish around. So it's great for rock fishing. Any kind of fishing. It's got a deck on the front, just like a bass boat. You can bass fish and do anything out of it.
How long have they been in business?
Late 80s, I believe they started their company. They really went into business late 80s when a lot of bass boat companies were going out of business, going under. And I kind of made comments to some fishing buddies that, these people are crazy. And but they've done extremely well.
They do a good job.
They're a good company, make a good.
With the topwater action, our guide is Gordon Hardin. And believe me, Gordon knows what it's all about, folks. I tell you what, I haven't seen such great topwater action in a long time. Why do you think the lake's holding up here so well, Gordon? So strong.
The lake, about 10 years ago, we put a slot limit up there on smallmouth. Well, I said slot is a size limit, 14 inch. And that's about 10 years ago. And boy, since then, that lake has just really got hot. It's done them good. Yeah, it's a good area to fish down here. I've been fishing down here for about 30 years, and I've been catching 30 and 40 pound strings of smallmouth out of here that long. And we catch them on everything from grubs to live shiners, crankbaits, you name it. And it's held up for, like I said, I've been fishing for 30 years, and it's still good.
Now, Gordon, what strategy? I know we got a north wind blowing hard, and we got a front coming in. What strategy we're going to use after these brown fish, buddy?
We're going to try some topwater right here where this water is calm around this bend, right on that pea gravel rock over there.
You got the PJ popper, and I'm using a little puppy.
Right. And see if we can make them come up. It's overcast enough that they ought to come up and hit topwater over there.
All right. That's my favorite way. Look at there's one broke yonder. Chase no shad on it.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of, we got the thread fin shed down here below the dam, and we got yellowtail, little yellowtail minnow
Yes.
that they like down here.
And I'm also gonna, on the jig, I'm gonna throw this stump bumper jig. You got to throw it, of course. So I'm gonna be using it. I'll probably use the gold bladed stump bumper for the grub. 1/4 ounce. Since we don't have a lot of current here, I'll stick with a 1/4 ounce. Little stump bumper jig. I team this stump bumper jig up with a swimming minnow. That's a good effective bait to imitate the shad in the river system. So I'm gonna use that on another rig. So we'll be ready for top water. I'll be ready for going deeper with the stump bumper jig. So maybe we'll get one or the other, Gordon.
That's right. We got current along this bank over here too. See, they're generating up there running about 3 or 4 generators today. And there'll be some current along this bank right here.
So that's another key, isn't it?
That's another key for your smallmouth.
Get that PJ popper working. I was just telling Gordon there, I like that Lure Jensen Hot Lips Express crankbait, that 1/4 ounce. That's hard to beat too, Gordon.
Yeah, I've caught a lot of bass on that thing in the lake. There he is.
There he is. Done nailed him one. Done nailed him one. Way to go, man.
Not no monster by any means, but he took that PJ pop.
The brown fish?
No, I believe it's a little largemouth.
The largemouth? Well, we'll take him too, won't we?
Look at that, there's another one after there.
What about that?
Yeah, boy, isn't he fat?
Yeah, he is a fat one. This is hard to do, to catch a bass on a cold front moving in, a hard wind out of the north. And we hadn't been here 2 minutes and Gordon's already stuck a fish off his bank.
He had another fish after him there.
He did?
Yeah,
Sure.
that's a little better.
Good fish. Way to go, Gordon. I mean, he came up and held that, didn't he?
They eating that PJ pop up
They
there.
like that thing, buddy.
Come here, big boy.
That's a healthy one.
Oh, look how fat.
That is a fat dude.
Right there, that's a PJ pop. Nice bass.
There you go, buddy. You're looking good, Gordon.
There's
Look
another.
at this guy.
Look here,
Look
boy.
at this. I mean, he popped that thing.
Look at
Good
that
Lord,
brown
look
fish,
at it.
boy.
Ah,
That's a
man.
brown fish.
Old
there.
brown fish there, buddy. Way to go,
Ooh,
Gordon.
Go, boy. Look at
Way to go, man.
Man, that thing.
That's a
is
nice
stout.
fish, too. He
made
flat
another.
nailed that thing, didn't he, Gordon?
Yeah, he did. That G-Loomis rod, though, it will really hold them fish.
That is a pretty small mouth right there, buddy. Pretty small mouth. Look at there. What a brown fish. Way to go, man.
Look at that, what he spit up in the water. Look at that.
Big old shad. Look at it right here.
All right. Hold him over here.
PJ Popper. That thing's deadly. Way to go, man. I might have to go back to my tackle box and get me another one. Old Gordon said, let me try the PJ Popper. I had 3 or 4 in my box. He grabbed
I
one.
spotted that thing right off, didn't I?
Huh?
I spotted that PJ popper right off,
You got
didn't
him right
I?
off the bat.
Man, that is a beautiful fish. Look at that.
That is beautiful. Great
You
color.
can't beat that. I'm telling you.
This guy got 3 fish on 3 casts with this cold front blowing through here. Way to go, man. Shows how it's done.
You're watching the one and only Stump Bumper Outdoors. Stay tuned for some more bass action and some good tips here on Pickwick Lake. We'll be right back.
Good brown fish there. There's another one. Hold him, Hook. Look
Hey,
at
that's
that.
a bad boy
man.
there, Gordon.
Look at him. Did you see him take
Man.
off?
Yeah, buddy, that's a
Brown-
good fish.
The brownie.
Another brown fish. Another brown fish. Way to go, man. That's a pretty fish right there. Pretty fish. We got and nailed that thing, didn't he? I mean, he come up there and nailed that thing.
They are, but they're getting all over that pop, the PJ pop.
Boy, they are, aren't
Look at that.
Let's take about 5 minutes, go back to the tackle shop and get mine.
I'm sorry.
You get me some fired up
We
there.
ain't got time. Hell, they're biting right now. Is that a beauty?
What about that? He takes my PJ popper away from me and won't let me use it. That's all right, keep catching them. You done showed me something, man.
I'm using a 7.5 foot G Loomis blank here, custom built, with a real light tip, where when that fish hits that bait, he can suck it in.
I'm sort of like you on that. I've always liked a limber tip rod on using these type baits, these small topwater baits. That way, like I say, you get a hold of it and he pulls it and doesn't jerk right out of his mouth. Now, if the rod's too stiff, you're gonna lose a lot more fish and you won't hook as many bass as it will if it's limber. So keep that in mind. If you don't have a long rod, a long spinning rod, have your 7.5 to 8 foot built. Or there's a lot on the market now. Used to not be these real long rods on the market, but now you can find more of them. But be sure and do that, and you'll be equipped good for the ultimate and the maximum fishing with popping baits on top water, or any kind of top water bait, especially the popping type baits. Damn another. Always head up, Gordon.
I caught that fish on that Zoom
Got him on the Zoom?
brush hog. Easy there, fella.
You said he'd get one.
Oh yeah. Little largemouth, come right off that pea gravel bank.
Gordon, is this pea gravel bank good even if the turbines aren't running?
This pea gravel bank is even good when the current's not running here, especially early in the morning and late evenings. These fish just seem to like they hold here and feed on these minnows along here.
Smallmouth or largemouth, they got it all right here below Pickwick. And you don't need to go any further than catfish, giant catfish. They've got it all right here.
We have got coontail moss on the lake for the first time in 25 years on Upper Lake.
Yeah.
And it's been coming up there for about a month now, and I have no idea how it got up there. Look at that bass after that minnow.
Yeah, I saw him rolling up there. This is Old Stump Bumper, thanking you for watching the Southern Sportsman. You can catch us each week on Fox 61 at 6:30 a.m. or Comcast 96 at 8 p.m. on Sundays. If you want to see more, go to our website, bennyhall.net, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make a kid happy and take them hunting and fishing. And I'll see you again on the water. And remember, let's all fight against water pollution.